Excuse me, what bus should I get to Deribasovska Street? You're already here. Hello, you're watching Think Big, the program about where and how to study in Ukraine, and how to spend your student years in an unforgettable way. Such dialogue can only take place in Odessa, because it's only Odessa that has Deribasovska Street. And it's only in Odessa that we have Odesa Mechnikov National University. Odesa National University was established in 1865. It was named after Ilya Mechnikov. It has 11 faculties and about 8,000 students and employs about 600 lecturers. The university prepares bachelors in 38 specialties and masters in 42 specialties. Today, the university works with more than 200 educational institutions in over 50 countries of the world.
Odessa.
Odessa. Everyone has heard something about Odessa, the sea, the beaches, the atmosphere and nightlife. So we cannot do it without some coffee, and this is the main building of Odesa National University, in the very center of this incredible city. Deribasovska Street is there, or over there. This university is one of the oldest in Ukraine. It was founded in 1865. Besides, this magnificent building was built to be used as the building of an educational institution, while many other Ukrainian universities are housed in mansions that were originally planned for other purposes. This means that the entire internal infrastructure of this university is convenient for students. The architecture is also beautiful, expansive and solemn. It's good for making movies. The architecture is without doubt beautiful, but it's more important to get to know who was studying here. These are lovers of exact sciences. Not every student is aware of the fact that long ago, in the 20th century, a computer looked like this or like this. Of course, nobody has used these computers for a long time, but pioneers of the computer era are honored here at the Faculty of Mathematics, Physics and Information Technology. Here, all are united by a passion for applied physics and maths, nanomaterials or computer engineering. This trio of young inventors make up the Robotic Technology Club, which operates in the faculty. They design, create and produce all sorts of technical gadgets by themselves. The guys will gladly accept the same fans to make robots or another smart piece of gear. A little more in robotic technology will become my favorite branch of science. Right now, this robot is capturing me on camera. And what do you think of this? In the course of time, mankind will one day be replaced by robots, and they will look at us in museums just like we look at the bones of mammoths today. By the way, you can also look at them in the central building of Odesa National University. Although I'm no fan of all the old bones there, I still admiringly examine the exhibits at the local paleontological museum there. It's interesting to know that all of them were found in Odessa region at various times. This museum not only attracts students but also ordinary residents of Odessa. It is also among the 10 best paleontological museums in the world. And university students have a unique opportunity to explore examples of the flora and fauna that lived on our land millions of years ago. It seems to me that classical subjects should be read in classical lecture halls. Like in this, for example, Bohatsky Large Chemical Laboratory. Here you can, for example, shoot a movie or the Think Big program. Besides, in such a lecture hall, there is a desire to acquire knowledge. After that, you can put it into practice in numerous laboratories. If you want, you can do research by using a modern spectrometer. If you want, you can determine the content of heavy metals in drinking water using this spectrophotometer. Wandering around the magnificent buildings of the university, I accidentally stumbled upon another lab, a physics one. It turned out to be not only very spectacular, but also of significant scientific value. Students write their bachelor's and master's works on the foundation of this laboratory. These include works related to research activities at the university. That is the topics of state financing, fundamental studies in the field of physics of semiconductor substances and nanoparticles. Up to 10 articles are written at this laboratory every year, and up to 10 conferences are held, and several patents are created at this lab. Mr. Professor said that at this laboratory students studied the properties of different materials for the creation of, for example, LED-based lamps. This technology is used everywhere and allows you to get better lighting with tangible financial savings. And not just light. Graduates of our university work in many European universities. In fact, to train a specialist, candidate of science, doctor of philosophy in semiconductor physics, European universities spend tens of millions of dollars. Our graduates go there to work for lower salaries than local residents. By Ukrainian standards, there are of course also big sums of money. The salary comes to several thousand euros.
Более низкие зарплаты. То по нашим меркам это тоже, конечно, астрономические суммы, там несколько тысяч евро зарплата.
The department, which to my surprise is interesting for Andriy, trains specialists in astrophysics, as well as experts in applied physics, medical physics to be precise. This area of science combines physics, medicine, and biology. It is connected to making equipment, physical in design and medical in use. And these are virtually all the devices used by modern doctors: ultrasound machines, computer tomographs, endoscopes. Research and improvement of existing ones, as well as development of new devices, is a progressive and useful goal carried out by medical physicists. Students studying in central buildings can also live in the city center. Dormitories are located close to the buildings. The university is walking distance for them. Students of humanitarian specialties can also easily walk to the university. They study here in the building located on French Boulevard, and their hostels are also nearby. There are students of not only humanitarian but also socio-political specialties. For example, this is the Faculty of Economics and Law, the biggest of the university. And this is Alexandra, a future lawyer. Students take part in many international all-Ukrainian scientific competitions, tournaments and conferences, including a competition held on the grounds of our faculty. Students from all over Ukraine come to Odessa to take part in academic competitions in law and economics. Students of the law faculty have very interesting practical lectures. They simulate court hearings where each student can perform a different role: judge, lawyer, prosecutor. Students of our faculty, future lawyers and economists, actively participate not only in scientific life, but they also have a great desire to take part in the public and cultural life of our university. Oh, my topic is student life. It's probably easier for law students and other humanities to visit the university's Center for Culture and Leisure, because it is located directly in their building, on French Boulevard, and there's lots to see. The center has about 24 different studios and creative teams, apart from solo artists, who possess all the necessary conditions for work. Classes in all groups and studios are accessible free of charge for all students. They visit our center with great pleasure. They get to know each other. These are in the main first-year students, and within a short period of time, they'd signed up for classes in these groups. A lot of attention is paid to choreography at the Center for Culture and Leisure. There are 4 ensembles: folk and modern dances, and also step dance. There is also Irish dancing. This dance club is accessible not only for students, but for children too. Starting to work in a university studio from their school years, these kids will hardly pose the question as to which university to enroll in. Everyone most likely already knows that Odessa is the capital of Ukrainian humor. Many Ukrainian comedians, famous comedians, teams from the Club of Funny and Inventive People and the League of Laughter originate from here. So Odesa National University has been actively renewing humor traditions in recent years. Oh, sorry, it's still actively renewing comedy traditions. Odesa National University considers itself to be the funniest and most inventive university in the city, in particular because it is the university where the legendary team of Odessa gentlemen was established and achieved success. Today, any student can create his club of funny and inventive people, if only he has a sense of humor and the desire. Moreover, there are people who can give qualified advice at the Center of Culture and Leisure. Victoria has been organizing the humor movement for many years now. All of these guys knew each other before, as they studied together at the Richelieu Lyceum. They were not a ready-made team, but they were good friends. They came here and really wanted to get involved in it. The main thing is to have the desire and discipline. They really wanted to learn. They competed here against our university teams. They then entered the Odessa Regional League of Laughter. By the way, students have a good sense of humor. It's not only professional members of the Club of Funny and Inventive who has a sense of humor. Just look at what ironic and funny posters adorn the corridors of this building. Such literary humor is introduced by student linguists.
Ich studiere an der Universität Mechnikov an der Romanistik- und Germanistik-Fakultät. Ich liebe meine Fakultät.
Sono uno studente della facoltà delle lingue e romanze germaniche. Mi piace questa facoltà e credo che sia una facoltà migliore del mondo.
I'm the student of the Faculty of Romano-Germanic Philology and I love my faculty because it is the best in the world.
Εγώ είμαι φοιτητής στην γερμανικά και γερμανικά σχολή και μου αρέσει πολύ η σχολή.
你好，我叫德明，我这学习汉语，我爱我意思。
Estoy aprendiendo el español en cátedra de filología romana-alemana. Me gusta mi cátedra.
Je suis étudiante de la faculté des lettres de l'université Mechnikov d'Odessa. J'aime le français et mon département.
I'm a student of the Faculty of Romano-Germanic Philology, and I love my faculty. You have just listened to this phrase in 7 languages. This is how many languages are studied at this faculty. Of course, humor only helps students become teachers and translators of the future. You don't need to be a philologist to learn foreign languages. We have foreign language centers at Odesa National University for this.
Там студенти вивчають.
At the philological faculty, students study Greek, Turkish, Arabic, Japanese, Chinese. We also had Hebrew in the past. Native speakers of all these languages work at our university.
Є іноземні викладачі, носії цієї мови.
For example, students not only study the Greek language, but they also study Greek history or history in Chinese. We also study the foreign policy of these countries. Students of our university study everything we mean when we talk about aspects of tourism. This is also important. We also have lessons about commerce, from the viewpoint of studying the financial opportunities of countries. In fact, what could be more interesting than discovering new cultures and traditions, getting acquainted with new people, countries, and even civilizations? And where can this be done if not in Odessa? Odessa is like any port city, very colorful and diverse. There's all kinds of entertainment here and establishments for every taste. And there are tens of thousands of people from around the world, some of whom are students at Odesa National University.
Деякі з яких навчаються в Одеському національному.
Discovering Odesa National University for myself, I'm moving closer to the sea. You can feel the smell of the sea air, as the buildings on French Boulevard are just 10 minutes from the coast. You can even see the sea from here. But before going to the beach, I decided to visit another building. As it turned out, the building of the Faculty of Biology. And I liked this faculty straight away. Look how cool the walls are painted in the lobby. I want to know a little more about these biologists. Or are they already chemists? There are student microbiologists, biochemists, molecular biologists, and biotechnologists. There are 8 departments in this faculty. The main topic of their research is the study of the biological diversity of microorganisms and the search for new species in the Black Sea. The research based on Snake Island plays a very significant part in biological studies. Recent studies of the bottom of the Black Sea have revealed bacteria that have been there for thousands of years. Besides, these students have a strong scientific and educational base, a zoological museum at their disposal. It's the largest among Ukrainian institutions of its kind. Its collection holds more than 56,000 exhibits, in particular, unique specimens of Black Sea fauna. Overall, I get the impression that the Faculty of Biology at Odesa National University is a special one. In addition to 2 museums, laboratories, and a university building, it also includes a flowering botanical garden with wonderful places to relax that are located even closer to the sea. The main goal is to study and enrich the plant world. Therefore, students undergo training and scientific practice here, and not just lazing around in hammocks. For more than 150 years of the university's existence, thousands of scientific discoveries have been made on the basis of its botanical garden. There are about 3,000 species of trees on an area of 16 hectares. Besides, they say that all the plants that appear in Odessa first pass their period of adaptation here, and only after that are they planted on the city streets.
Ні, гарні фото.
Beautiful pictures, nice. Listen, I don't understand how these students can study at a university located by the sea. Yes, well, I told you so. We visited Odesa Mechnikov National University today. That's all for now. That was the Think Big program. They need to open a beach and sea recreation faculty. There'll be a department selling cotton candy too.
Продажу цукрової солодкої кукурудзи.
And there'll also be a banana rolling department. And a honey baklava research center. And drinking straws with condensed milk.
Трубочки зі згущенкою. А ще
And there's also the subject of selling chaise lounges to tourists.
шезлонгів туристам.
Найкращі
The
студенти
top students will be employed.
працевлаштовані.